Good morning. It is almost 6 a.m. I have work in a bit, but I wanted to record a little bit more. Reading Homestuck until I'm dead. Remember, this series ends when I stop breathing, which will be a very, very long time because I do plan on living till I'm at least 60. Could you imagine doing this until you're into your 60s? Your 80s? Imagine turning 100. 100 years old. And then you say a Homestuck reference. That'd be pretty fucked up. I think if you outlived Andrew Hussey and then made a Homestuck reference on your 102-year-old birthday, that would be pretty funny. Alright. Back to it. The new adventure is okay, but you're not sure if you like it as much as the last one. You are members of a sinister gang called the Midnight Crew. Your nefarious plots are serpentine in their complexity. Your schemes convoluted. You are planning to heist in your underground hideout. What will you do? So it's time for less meta and more beta. You insert the CD and install the Suburb Beta. What the fuck is this? John, bone up on data structures. Fucking God. I see it. I'm trying not to see it because it's really hard to see it when it's on a page like this. If I ever get through this once, I'm going to do a fresh version. A fresh, non... Because what this is, it is a sign of the retcon that is going to come later. The retcon, or the retcon powers. I hate it so much. Just not good. Go to your closet where you keep a lot of clothes and an array of handy computer programming guides. Data structures for assholes. Your ignorance just made me throw up a little. Get a clue, you computer illiterate piece of shit. Free fetch modus and back. You're not sure you really want to dig into this huge tome. It looks really boring, kind of ornery. Maybe you'll just check out the free modus instead. Get free fetch modus. You turn to the back inside cover where a free fetch modus is included in a plastic sleeve. This one is dictated by the logic of a queue data structure operating on a first in, first out method rather than a first in, last out method of a stack. Apply fetch modus to Sylladex. Items capture logged in your Sylladex are no longer immediately accessible. You can only use the first item on the bottom card, and you must wait for the items on upper cards to be pushed back to it. For instance, the red package is now inaccessible. You can only use the razor at the moment. This modus doesn't strike you as a significant upgrade to your previous one. In fact, it almost seems more inconvenient. You figure you might as well give it a chance, though. Switch back to stack modus. You suddenly wonder if this is even possible. You don't even remember if you ever had a physical card for the stack modus. You find this a little abstract and you prefer not to think about it too much. John, put down the razor. Put it down? You're not quite sure you understand. John, pick up 2 items. You capture like one of the cakes. You finally found a use for all the loitering pastries. Dead weight. John, get another cake. Just shaved. Second cake causes the razor to launch out of the front of your Silodex. Oh, good lord, that beautiful face. You wish the razor would have failed to launch. Get more stuff. You open your magic chest and capture like one of your favorite books of all time, Wise Guy by Mike Cavaney. There goes the fresh towel. Might as well grab those cuffs. You take the trick handcuffs, expelling the PDA like a bullet. Oh, god damn it. John, open up that package. From EB to TG. You examine the package. It is from one of your internet chums. It's bound in packing tape, though. You'll need something sharp to open it. Ah, of course, the razor. It's all so simple. You wonder why you didn't. John, get razor. John, pick up the package again. Let's take this from the top. Capture log glass shards. You take 3 glass shards in quick succession and duck for cover. Your Silodex rains devastation on your room from above. And now that your cards are packed with glass, you probably don't want to do it again anytime soon. Probably go get all that stuff before you forget. Just smeared across the fucking road. There's the razor on the red package. You open the package. There's something suspicious inside. Something suspiciously dirty and smelly. It's a stuffed bunny, much like one held hostage briefly by Malkovich's Cyrus the Virus while taunting hard-luck protagonist Cameron Poe, and strikingly similar to one scooped up from the soot of a burning Vegas strip by Cage's Poe and offered to his daughter, a gesture symbolic of a tattered exterior surrounded by a heart of gold. Poe wasn't much to look at, but he was a good man. But no, it was not merely like that bunny. According to this note of authenticity, it is the very same bunny. This is so awesome. Check status of Suburb Beta. Looks like your computer is trying to get your attention. Check Pestersham window. It looks like you've managed to retrieve the beta. Excellent. I'm going to try to connect. Whoa, okay, but I got the most awesome present. The rabbit? So sweet. I've heard tales of this wretched creature often. Its Homeric legend is practically ensconced in the fold of my personal mythology by now. Ah, what? Why don't we focus on the matter at hand? Ah, the game. Okay. I don't really know how this works. What am I even looking at here? You're running the client application. I am running the servers, so I am the host user. I have established a connection with you. This is sufficient for us to play the game. Oh, okay then. Why don't we get started? I'll be right back, folks. I'm going to go get some more coffee. More coffee. Also, there's like a building outside that's releasing a thin stream of very milky white smoke. Weird. John, press enter. I need to check my volume to make sure that Not just gonna have our fucking ears blasted out. Here's hoping. Yes! Oh my god, it's so good. Suburb. What this shit was all about. Mouse over the interface buttons. Andrew Hussey. Select. Revise. Deploy. Fernalia Registry. Grist Cache. Explore Athenium. Alchemy Excursus. Keeping up with the tradition of esoteric gameplay abstractions that we saw, not we, but different we, saw in fucking Problem Sleuth. Hussey, they got a real knack for these naming schemes. I really like their work here. You got a big brain, Hussey. Big brain. I mean, for fuck's sake, like, part of the main conceit, not conceit, but like part of the, like, one of the main points at the start of the comic is these data structures, which is like not not common knowledge. It's really cool. Select magic chest. There it is! TT, zoom out. TT, drop chest. Dunk. Whoa, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm just getting a feel for the controls. My magic chest on the roof now. Yes. I will I will try to be more careful next time. You find your missing stack fetch modus and quickly reapply it to your Stiledex. You can now opt for either the stack or cube modus anytime. You toggle between fetch modi with gleeful abandon. I love little panels like this in the Homestuck where it's just they do it a few times, but it's just fiddling with the a character fiddling with part of the gaming abstractions like you wouldn't in a real video game. This is like this is like walking around in a circle, or like oh god, what was the game that had the sound effects for for moving the cursor around was like a gunshot? Was that? I think that may have been Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh god. Or just playing around with the menu sounds in like Dark Souls and stuff. It's just fun. It looks like your dad. I just started reading the fucking webcomic without actually saying anything. It's how good this shit is. I just wanna read it. Like, I wish I could express myself more about how much I really enjoy these early parts of the comic. Everything up to like Cascade is like peak primo webcomic. The best webcomic ever made. Might be better one. There might be better ones, but like up to a certain point, I would argue that Homestuck is the best webcomic made. Up to a point. gonna be so fucking hard to get through. Clearing the mind. Select stuff in yard and move it back into room. Okay, it looks like your dad is leaving again for more baking supplies. You're relieved to have the house to yourself again, if only for a few minutes. You just hope he doesn't notice the magic chest on the roof, or all the shit you threw out the window, for that matter. Select stuff in yard and move it back into room. Hey, do you think you could do me a favor? Can you grab all that stuff outside my broken window and bring it for me? I'll give it a shot. Thanks. No luck. It appears to be out of range. I'm guessing it is too far away from the player. TT, select John. You cannot select a player. John abjures the meddlesome cursor. TT, select Bunny. Put the bunny back in the box. Just the little detail of John just his little smile. Revise room. Open Fernalia registry. Deploy totem lathe. Kerplunk. You don't know what the heck this thing does, but it looks neat. Open grist cache. It seems expanding the dimensions of your room cost us some build grist, but deploying the lathe did not appear to incur any expense. It looks like certain objects are freebies, probably to help you set up the game. Wow, okay. What do they do? I think it's up for you to find out. All I can do is drop stuff in your house and move it around, apparently. How do I move stuff around? It sounds fun. I don't think you can as the client. You will need to install the server application. You should have received both in separate envelopes. I am running both on my computer right now. What? Did you get another envelope in the mail? No! Once you install the server and establish a connection, I'm sure you'll be able to manipulate my environment in the same manner. Are you sure you didn't get it? Oh man, I think I might know where it is. Bum, bum, bah. Now that your room is bigger, why don't you move to the far corner? It will extend the range of the cursor and I can reach the items, which you threw out of the window for some reason. Good idea. What have you been doing here all afternoon anyway? I was fussing around with my stupid Silodex, but I think I have it under control now. What motifs do you use? I like to use trees. Oh no, that sounds so awkward. It's not exceptionally practical, but I think they are elegant. I'd like to make a point real quick. This word. I can reclaim this if I wanted to. I think I fit, not to self-diagnose, but I think I fit the qualifications to reclaim this word. But I'm not gonna reclaim it. I'm not a fan of it even when it's being used in its correct purpose. It's just a mean word that I used to say a lot when I was a little shitheel kid. And I don't want to say it anymore. I don't want to say it unless I have to, like someone's got a gun to my head or something. It's just leaves a acrid taste in my mouth whenever I have to say it. It sucks. I don't like it. And it's an unfortunate symptom of just the time that this was written. It was a very common word. Commonly used word. Everyone did it. Everyone. Should we have been saying it? No, we shouldn't have been fucking saying it, and we shouldn't say it now, especially when it's being used in a disparaging way. We have other words, terms, to describe that word, and I'm not a fan of it. Rant over. John, standing corner. TT, deploy Kruxtruder. TT, deploy Alchemitor. Is the floor shaking? Are you dropping more stuff in my house? Yes, 2 more large gizmos. Sweet! What is with all these big contraptions? If I had to guess, they appear to facilitate a sort of system involving punch card-based alchemy? Huh? To what end? I mean, what are we supposed to be doing in this game? That remains to be seen. Maybe you should go investigate. John, get PDA. You grab the PDA, switching back to stacked mode so it is readily accessible. The interface is oddly sterile. No hilarious clown wallpapers or anything like that. Oops, you mean Harlequin wallpapers. The serious business application is open. Seems your dad uses it to keep tabs on various acquaintances, his fellow street performers maybe? You guess the performing arts are pretty serious business after all. Decided to return home. Need counsel on removing coffee from necktie. Incident occurred around 45 seconds ago. Beverage essence is rapidly setting into fabric. Please allow on incident. Was posturing unevenly to reach for hat on wall hook. Tip of tie slipped in, open mouth of pot. Duration of dunk approximately 3 seconds. Photographic documentation of incident. Use ballpoint pen to roll up tip of cloth. Extract pen. Press rolled cloth against ceramic surface, e.g. restroom sink. In future, consider repositioning hat hook and or coffee pot. Decided to return home for fresh tie. Soiled tie will be laundered immediately upon return. John, install Pester Chum. This should be useful. Now you can keep up with your chums while you wander around your house. John, go to balcony. Hey, I'm out on the balcony now. I'm messaging from my dad's PDA. The one you threw into the yard? No, I'm telling you, it jumped out of my Celodex like a frightened weasel. What are you doing with it in the first place? I'm not sensing a lot of regard for personal property of others. Is this how your pent-up frustrations with your father manifests itself? What? No. Those were all accidents. Please take your psychobabblery elsewhere, miss. Your bathroom is a mess. Did you do that too? Oh man, see, this isn't cool. All this snooping nonsense? There's cake in the toilet. Yes, there is. I'm tempted to clean it up for you. Okay, if that will satisfy your weird OCD complex, then go ahead. My obsessive-compulsive disorder complex? Can a disorder also be a complex? In your case, probably. Sounds complicated. Anyway, I'm going to have a look at this enormous platformy thingy that you put on the balcony. John, examine Alchemitor in a cautious manner. You have no You have no idea what this is. Examine in a cautious manner. Jumps on the platform. You have no idea what to do with this thing. You can't find any controls for it. Having exhausted all other possibilities, you just decide to stand on it. This isn't very cautious of you, actually. John, look through the telescope. Right into the sun. It's just really cool too, because that sun is the pattern for light players, and you can see the breath player blue and the colors of blue associated with the breath player and the sort of wavy lines. And it's about this is an interaction between an extended scene between John and Rose. So it's got the light sun, got the breath air in the background. Good stuff. It's a clear, sunny day. Nothing out of the ordinary to report, at least not beyond the walls of your own home. Whoops. Whoops, what? What was that noise? Is this something I should go investigate? No, I have it under control. You can keep playing with your telescope. Show pester log. I think I can patch it up. Just give me a little space. Why don't you go have a look at the Kruxtruder? The what? The thing in your living room. John, hop down the hole. You jump to the utility room. Huge bit incoming. Huge panel. You take the sledgehammer and the capture log card, combine the two, and quickly apply it to your strife specibus. You think it's cool that things don't always have to be a federal fucking issue. Interesting, though, how it's, we never really see these green cards again, now that I think of all the gameplay abstractions that we never see again later in the comic, the green card kind of sticks out to me now, especially because we never really see what it's implying is that it's not just another capture log card for the Sylladex. It's a green one for the strife specibus. It's specifically for that. It's like instead of it being like an inventory slot, it's like a weapon slot. But we never really see that again. We see characters that have multiple strife we see characters with multiple specibus types in their strife portfolio, but that doesn't happen until later. It's kind of weird. Also, this GIF, it's my Discord profile background. This line, you think it's cool that things don't always have to be a federal fucking issue. It's just a really good line. I really like it. Looks like another one of your chums is pestering. Actually, no, hold on, go back. It's just this interaction, this simple after all that fucking bullshit with the glass and the different Sylladex types, and boning up on the data structures, and launching cakes and PDAs and books and glass shards and razor blades out at incredible speeds, we see John just go up, get the card in the hammer, it combines instantly and slots neatly into the strife specibus. Not everything always has to be such a federal fucking issue. This is just a Rube Goldberg of efficiency. Very cool. I'm a big fan. I like it. Looks like one of your chums is pestering you on your PDA. John, answer chum. Oh hey. Based character alert. Oh, hey, did you get my package? Oh, hey, no, not yet. Darn, are you sure? It was in a green box. Oh, yes, but it's in my dad's car, and he's still out at the store. He should be back soon. Great, so what are you up to today? I'm up to my neck in the Suburb stuff. TT is making a royal mess of my house. Lol, what's Suburb? Oh, it's just this game. It's okay, I guess. I'm still figuring it out. Whoa, what was that? What was what? There was a loud noise outside my house. It sounded like an explosion. Wow, really? I will go outside and look. Oh, man. Alright, be careful, okay? I will. Might as well check out the Cruxtruder. Oh, hell no. You put this thing in front of the door? There's a door there? Yeah? I didn't see it. I just thought it would fit nicely into that groove. You mean you thought it was elegant? Okay. Well, what do I do with this thing? Hello? What are you doing up there now? Oh, fuck. Examine wheel on the Cruxtruder. When you turn the wheel, something seems to be pushing up from underneath the lid, but you aren't strong enough to make the lid come off. Put bathtub in driveway. On the tub's journey to the driveway, your connection is interrupted. John, scold TT. You can see me, right? Tell me what is wrong with this picture. Sorry, I keep losing the wireless signal. Must be the weather. I would look for a stronger signal in another part of the house, but I'd rather not risk an encounter with my mother. I battled through her cloud of gin and derision once already this evening. Haha, yeah, I hear you. Yes, cake, gestures, unfaltering love and support. Quite a road to hoe there. Though I suppose I'm complicit for not informing social services about your situation. I know. What are you doing outside? Maybe you could catch a neighbor signal. But what about going outside? That presents the same problem. Also, it's raining, remember? And dark. It's dark already? Yeah. Yes, the sun has already had its way with us here on the East Coast. Its lurid glare has moved to younger time zones. Haha, okay. Haha, okay. Need some help? Bonk. There it is. 413. Oh no, that's the Homestuck number. They accidentally started reading Homestuck. No. What is this thing? And what is that clock counting down to? I've been looking at the GameFAQ wall. I've pronounced it GameFAQ all my life. I don't see why to stop now. GameFAQ walkthroughs to figure some of this stuff out. Hold while I read further. Okay. Oh, yeah. All of these walkthroughs are extremely short. None progress much further than this point. Weird. Well, I mean, it is a new game. True. Now that the lid is off, you'll need to extrude some cruxite. John, turn the wheel again. You extrude 1 cruxite dowel. I feel like we should be hurrying. The countdown is making me nervous. John? Oh, your PDA is trapped into the cruxite now, isn't it? Anyway, looks like you're going to need this card, too. John, get card. Get slime. A shard of glass is expelled from the deck and maims the Harlequin doll. Capture log fanciful Harlequins. You take 2 fanciful Harlequins. The additional useless freight pushes your PDA to the last card. You then switch to Q mode so you can access the PDA. More glass shrapnel flies from the deck. That's how I talk. So this thing keeps following me around. I think it's trying to talk to me or something. That's probably the kernel sprite. It apparently needs to be prototyped twice, actually, whatever the hell that means. These walkthroughs are horrendously written. Okay. Well, you're the one with the cursor, so just do whatever you think is the right thing to do. Also fix my bathroom. Drop named Harlequin into kernel sprite. Le Jongleur. Le Jongleur is here. I still can't understand this thing's gobbledygook. That was only Tier 1 prototyping. There is still another tier to the prototyping process, which for all we know merely advances this entirely through increasingly esoteric stages of linguistics. The clock is ticking. We don't have time for this asinine tomfoolery, this unmitigated poppycock, extravagant hogwash. Okay, stop. Stop typing whatever silly thing you're typing. I'm going upstairs to the big platformy thing. The alchemitter? Huh? Try to learn the lingo. John, use the pre-punch card for the alchemitter. There's no slot for the card anywhere to be found on the alchemitter. The kernel sprite followed you upstairs. Explore Athenium. Acquiring a cruxite dowel seems to have populated the Athenium with one item, a perfectly generic object. I wonder if this will have any significance to the plot going forward. This object, this perfectly generic placeholder object, I wonder if it, in the confines of the game, will ever be relevant in any way to Homestuck. Capture look telescope. God damn it. You snatch the telescope from its tripod. Who knows, it might be useful, but more importantly, it pushes the cruxite to the last card, making it available for tinkering. The PDA is predictably jettisoned into the yard, over the neighbor's fence. Put cruxite on weird pattern alchemitter. You place the cruxite dowel on the alchemitor's small pedestal. Something is happening. You set the account alchemister to cast 3 perfectly generic objects, for some reason expending a total of 6 units of build grist. These things look completely useless. What a waste. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice there's something in the sky. Switch modus and use telescope to inspect sky. You switch the stack modus to get a closer look with your telescope. Whatever it is, the kernel sprite seems particularly agitated about it. Look at those clouds. Those clouds look so fucking good. You're no astronomer, but its trajectory looks surprisingly head-on with your current perspective. This is a troubling development. John, high five kernel sprite. You figured you've left him hanging long enough. I wonder if this action will ever be made into a different action later in the webcomic. I'm sure that would never happen. I'm sure this panel wouldn't create a retcon later. Attempt to ingest a unit of build grist. It is tempting because they strongly resemble rockin' blue raspberry gushers. However, units of build grist are a gaming abstraction, and do not seem to exist on the physical plane. There is apparently no crisis so imminent that will deter you from contemplating idiotic and frivolous actions. Your dad is getting home. John, what did you do with your PDA this time? I'm working on the bathroom, but we are running low on build grist. Revise bathroom. Return to your room and contact TT through Pester Chum. 2 chums have been trying to message you. I'm working on the bathroom, but we are running low on build grist. Oh man, who cares about the bathroom? Now there's a meteor headed for my house. I see. Do you suppose it has something to do with the game? I don't know. Maybe. What do I do? I think it's very likely. The walkthroughs vaguely suggest an impending threat before they end. Already poorly constructed sentences might be even more curt and ambiguous, as if written hastily and with a sense of alarm. Actually, their dedication to updating the walkthrough under such circumstances is admirable. Wow, fascinating. If the meteor is a game construct, I think the only thing to do is proceed and try to solve the dilemma on the game's terms. Try using the lathe. It says you can use the card on it, but it isn't more specific than that. Okay, I'll do it. Really, it is a labor to read this drivel. If I read any more, my brain will need to be spoon-fed from a jar, while it blows spit bubbles in a high chair. I think I will write my own walkthrough. This is after we make sure you don't die. I heard you got the box. I hope you appreciate my heroic fatherly perseverance in getting it to you, in my rough and tumble, dirty wife-beatery sort of way. Also, I hope you appreciate how many no-talent douches had their mitts on that bunny before you. It's like a grubby baton in some huge douchebag marathon. Hey man, where are you? Oh man, the bunny was awesome, but I don't have time to talk. I'm playing Suburban, it's kind of a nightmare. TT is breaking everything in my house. Dude, I told you to steer clear of that game. And for that matter, you should probably wash your hands of filthy broads and their snarky horseshit altogether. But there's a meteor coming, and I'm not even joking about that. It's a big asteroid or comet or something, heading right for my house. Oh man, how big is it? I don't know. Big, I guess? I gotta go. We'll talk later if I'm alive and the Earth isn't blown up. Like the size of Texas, or just Rhode Island. They're always throwing around these geographical comparisons to give us a sense of scale, like it really means anything to us. But it's like, it doesn't matter. It's always just like, wow, that's pretty fucking big. Like, Mr. President, there's a meteor coming, sir. Oh, yeah? How big is it? It's the size of Texas, sir. Oh, shit. Or, how big is it? It's the size of New York City, sir. Oh, shit. Sir, I'm afraid the comet is the size of your mom's dick. Oh, snap. Sir, are you familiar with Jupiter? You mean like the planet? Yeah. Well, it's that big, sir. That sounds pretty big. I have a question. Is it Jupiter? Yes, sir. Earth is literally under siege by planet fucking Jupiter. Oh, shit. Anyway, later. It's one of the best written fucking pieces of dialogue in the whole comic. You slip the pre-punched card into a slot on the totem lathe. Above, the tool arm deploys a configuration of chisels. Now you just need something to lathe. Take Cruxite to totem lathe. Cursing your lack of foresight, you return to the balcony for the Cruxite dowel you left on the pedestal. You navigate the hallway leery of your dad, who is presently puzzling over the new fixtures in his hallway. The perfect crime. You retrieve the Cruxite dowel. Dad just shrugs and heads back downstairs, presumably to do some more baking. If only he knew you were hard at work saving his ass. Use Cruxite dowel on totem lathe. You clamp the Cruxite in the lathe. Activate lathe. A lathe carves one totem. You take the totem. Alright, I used the lathe to make this blue shapey thing. Now I guess I take it back to the alchemixer again. Hello? Connection lost. A young lady stands in her bedroom. Due to a violent storm, her house has just lost power, along with her wireless internet connection. This has severed her link to a popular video game she was playing with a young man at a critical moment. The young man is relying on this young woman to reestablish a connection somehow. This young lady named on the tip of your tongue. What was the name of this young lady again? Flighty Broad. No, that wasn't it. Rose Lalonde. This room freaking rules. Your name is Rose. As was previously mentioned, you are without electricity, although your laptop computer still functions on battery power. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for rather obscure literature. You enjoy creative writing and are somewhat secretive about it. You have a fondness for the bestially strange and fictitious, and sometimes dabble in psychoanalysis. Somebody needs to get their fucking brakes checked. You also like to knit, and your room is a bit of a mess, and on occasion, if just the right one strikes your fancy, you like to play video games with your friends. What will you do? Messy. Her room is messy. But it's not like... It also has a bit more color to it as well. There's a little... Andrew Hussey uses color really well. Retrieve arms from the purple box. The purple package's contents are private. No one is allowed to look inside. Rose, rise like a flagellum and puke on your bed. What a terrible idea. The thought alone makes you sick to your stomach. Stroke writing journals and mutter, my precious. You would only resort to such an embarrassing activity while no one was watching. These journals are for your eyes only. Get violin. You capture log the violin, storing it in the root card of your Siladex. Rose, play a haunting refrain on the violin. You waste approximately 40 seconds playing the violin while your friend is in peril. Nice time management skills there, sweetheart. Since your good-for-nothing friend is obvious... John, tell Liv Tyler you love her before impact. Since your good-for-nothing friend is obviously not going to bail you out in time, you issue words of parting fondness to dear sweet Liv. Oh, if only Affleck could have been the one to make the final sacrifice instead of her stubborn, blue-collar, salt-of-the-earth father, then she would fall into your... Oh my god. Onto your arms for consolation, and you would be the one to make the deceased Bruce Willis proud. I think that is where we're going to end it for today. Because I need to finish getting ready for work. Oh, fuck me. I just realized fucking retcon oil is there, too. I think this might be the thumbnail. Be pretty good. But, yeah. Snake it easy, everyone. I will see you in the next episode of Reading Homestuck. Until I'm dead. Peace.